Once upon a time in a kingdom far, far away, there was a boy who never stopped laughing. He was known throughout the land as the laughing boy, and he would laugh at everything, just like you. You know, when something's funny, you giggle and you smile. Well, that's exactly what this boy did. He giggled and smiled all day long. But one day, while walking home from school, he met a traveling merchant who was selling magical items from around the world. The merchant had twinkling eyes and a big white beard, and as he looked at the boy, an idea popped into his head. He walked up to the boy and said, "I'll give you a bag of gold for your laugh." The boy stopped and thought for a moment. A bag of gold. That sounded like a lot of money. He looked down at his worn-out shoes and his old coat, and thought about all the new things he could buy if he had a bag of gold. So he took a deep breath, put his hands over his mouth, and let out the biggest, brightest laugh he could. And with that, the merchant took the boy's laugh and bottled it, then traded it to him for a bag of gold. And off the boy went, skipping and humming all the way home, clutching his bag of gold coins close to his chest. But as soon as he got home and emptied the bag of gold onto his bed, he realized that something was missing. He couldn't quite put his finger on it, but something seemed a bit off. He shrugged his shoulders and went out into town to buy some new things with his treasure. He bought a shiny red scooter, a mountain of candy, and even a pet turtle. But no matter how much fun he had, something still seemed a little bit off. He sat down on his bed with his new toys and stared at the empty space where his laughter used to be. He missed his laugh. It had been with him for as long as he could remember, and now he didn't have it anymore. Suddenly, he had an idea. Maybe the traveling merchant had dropped by again. He ran out of the house, down the street and into the market square, only to find the merchant just setting up his stall. The boy ran up to him and asked, "Have you seen my laugh? I think we traded places." The merchant looked at the boy, then at his shoes and his coat, and then back at the boy again. I don't think I've seen your laugh, but I might have traded it to someone else. You see, I collect laughs from children. I love nothing more than the sound of a child's laugh, and I trade them to people who have lost their joy so they can be happy again. The boy thought for a moment. So his laugh was making someone else happy. That made him feel warm and fuzzy inside, but he still wanted his laugh back. So the merchant offered him a deal. "If you can bring me back a giggle from a baby, I'll give you back your laugh." The boy thanked the merchant and set off to find a baby who could help him win back his laugh. He walked past fields of giggling flowers, climbed over mountains made of candy, and swam across rivers of chocolate. Then finally, in the distance, he saw it. A small cottage made of gingerbread and candy canes. And as he got closer, he could hear the sound of a baby laughing inside. He knocked on the door, and a little girl opened it. "Hello," said the boy. "Could I please have your baby's giggle?" The little girl looked at the boy as if he were crazy. "Why would I do that?" she asked. "Because I traded my laugh for a bag of gold, and now I want to buy it back," explained the boy. The little girl thought for a moment. "Well, that sounds like a fair trade," she said. And with that, she handed over her baby brother, who was giggling uncontrollably. The boy thanked the little girl and hurried back to the merchant, where he traded the baby's giggle for his own personal laugh. And oh, was he happy to have it back. From that day on, the boy never traded his laugh again, and he lived happily ever after. Thank you for coming along with us on this adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night, little one.